Sanding drywall is easily one of the most miserable chores in home improvement. It is messy, it is exhausting, and usually you end up wearing more of the wall than you actually sand off. This KUPERIA unit tries to fix that, and honestly, it does a surprisingly decent job of keeping the dust under control. The secret here is that dual-channel vacuum system. When you keep the head flat against the surface, it pulls in almost everything. You are still going to have a little bit of cleanup, but it is nowhere near the cloud of white powder you get with a standard pole sander. What stands out right away is the weight. At under 10 pounds for the whole setup, it does not feel like you are wrestling a giant piece of machinery when you are trying to reach the ceiling. The telescopic handle is a nice touch too, stretching out to about 5.5 feet. It makes those high corners much less of a workout. Speaking of corners, the chassis is detachable, which is a clever bit of engineering. It lets you get right into those tight spots, where a round head would normally just bounce off the wall. The motor packs a solid 8.5 amps, and you can really feel that power when you crank it up to the higher speed settings. It handles plaster and old paint without bogging down, which is exactly what you want when you are in the middle of a project. The LED light strip around the head is another one of those features that sounds like a gimmick until you actually use it. Once you are working in a dim room, that light highlights every single ridge and imperfection you missed, saving you from having to go back over the same spot twice. Now, it is not perfect. If you are working in a really dry room, you might notice a bit of static buildup on the plastic housing. It is not a deal breaker, but it is something you will notice when you go to wipe it down. Also, while the grid sandpaper included in the box is fantastic, it lasts way longer than the basic stuff. You will eventually need to hunt down replacements, so keep that in mind. The kit comes with a ton of extras, including gloves and spare brushes, which is a nice gesture that saves you a trip to the hardware store. If you have a big renovation ahead and you are tired of breathing in dust, this thing is a solid, reliable workhorse that makes a messy job feel a whole lot more manageable.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.